Back on the Chamber Report, well, we're in that Halloween theme. We might as well go right to the source, and that is the Anoka Halloween Inc. group. They have been running the festival since 1920. That's an impressive run. It's an impressive festival, and with us to talk about that group and about things that are coming up is Michelle Austin-Dehn. Michelle, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
It's the calm before the storm, isn't it?
Oh, the storm's already started.
The storm is already
started.
Planning
is well underway.
Big time. Yeah, this is people need to realize that. This is, you start basically planning the Halloween celebration probably November 1st for the one that's going to come up the following October 1 ends, and you really probably meet as a group, do a quick recap and go, okay, we got to start. So before we get into that, I mentioned that it's an organization called Anoka Halloween Inc. Who and what is Anoka Halloween?
So Anoka Halloween is a 100% volunteer-driven nonprofit. We were founded in 1941 to honor and preserve the history of Anoka Halloween. Our mission is to create a community-based Halloween festival while also raising money for schools and scholarship programs.
So to hear you right, you mentioned scholarships. I don't think a lot of people have any clue that scholarships and Halloween Inc. are in line together.
Yeah, I don't think many people do know that. But really a key focus for us is to give back to the youth in our community. So each year we do 2 scholarships to Anoka High School seniors, and then also 3 to our Anoka Halloween Royal Ambassadors.
Right.
And then we also collaborate with some local elementary schools with our button sales. So they sell buttons and then the proceeds go back to their schools. And then those buttons have a discount program that's good throughout the month of October through different cities, different businesses throughout the city.
All right, so it is Halloween. And Halloween isn't one event. Halloween is a whole bunch of events. Let's talk about the lineup and about some of the things that are on tap for people to embrace Halloween in the Halloween capital of the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So we kick off our festival season on October 6th with the Pumpkin Way-Off. That's at the City Hall Plaza. Also with that is an adult pumpkin carving contest. A scarecrow decorating contest, and then there's also food vendors, local vendors, and then our first ever car show.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you got a couple parades, I've heard.
Yeah, we do. So we end our season on the 26th with the Grand Day Parade, which is then followed with the coronation for our next group of Anoka Royal Ambassadors.
And prior to that, the Saturday before the Grand Day Parade, it's the Light Up the Night Parade.
Yeah.
That's really become a favorite for a lot of people, hasn't it? Especially with kids.
Yes, yeah, it's really fun. It's a nice short parade, so if you are not wanting to sit through a very long parade, it's about a half hour long, starts on 1st and goes down to 5th down Main Street, and all of the floats are illuminated. The walkers, walking participants have lights on. They dim the traffic lights, so it's a lot of fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun. Now, one near and dear to my heart, old Anoka kid. Oh, I walked in every one of them, and that was the big parade of the little people. It was a big day if you were an elementary school kid in Anoka, man, because you got to dress up in your costume. You got to go in a bus to downtown Anoka, walk the parade, look for mom and dad, and then at the end, you get a bag of candy. And that's a big day in the life of an elementary school kid. You've got that coming up, too. That's the Friday before the Grand Day Parade.
That is. It's the Friday before the Grand Day Parade, and it is so much fun. It's so much fun to just see the kids in their costumes, see the middle school marching bands, and it really is all about the kids.
It surely is. All right, medallion hunts. You've got, tell them, you just got a ton of stuff.
So in between our kickoff and our last day, we have medallion hunts, bingo, kids pumpkin carving, kids costume contests. There's just kind of everything. Check out our website for a list of events. It's anokahalloween.com.
It is an impressive lineup of events. How does Anoka Halloween manage to organize so many of those?
Well, there's a Halloween fairy.
Ah, I did not know that.
No, in all reality, it's It's all of our volunteers.
Yeah.
We work year-round just to make sure that, the festival goes off without a hitch. And we really wouldn't be able to do it without the support of the city of Anoka, Anoka PD, and of course, Anoka Fire Department.
And to be honest, a whole bunch of goblin volunteers. I mean, you think about, I think it's the biggest parade in the state of Minnesota now. I know it was that and maybe the Aquatennial, but it's put it this way, it's one of the top 2 or 3 parades in the entire state of Minnesota. Well, you don't put that on with a couple of people. You put it on with a large group of volunteers, and you've got them. So what types of volunteer opportunities are available for those that are out there and you should help?
So we have volunteer opportunities for people who just want to come in and help on either one of the daily events, whether it's be helping at bingo, help on parade day. I tell people all the time, you want to see the best view of the parade?
Yeah.
Come volunteer, because you're right there. You are right there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We also have opportunities for people to get involved year-round, to chair an event, create a new event and be a chair. So you can find more information on our website, or people are also always welcome to come to one of our meetings. We meet monthly, the third Monday in City Hall in the basement, except for October. We don't meet in October because we just have a little bit going on.
Just a little bit. Hey, let's get back to events again. All the events sound great, but hands down, bottom line, Grand Day Parade is the biggie. What can you tell us about the parade?
So we have between 60 and 100,000 people that come to the city of Anoka.
Unbelievable.
Our population is about 18,000. So the infrastructure is not really there for 100,000 people.
Yeah.
So it gets a little crazy, but it's so much fun. Get there early, get your spot, understand that it's going to be congested. Also understand that our public service in Anoka, our police department and the fire department, they do such a good job at just trying to really help guide everybody. But, be patient, be kind, just so everybody can have a great time.
And keep your kids safe.
Keep your kids safe. I mean, we had a couple close calls last year. We telling people to, sit down, and it's not that we don't want you to have fun. We want you to have fun. It's when you're driving a vehicle that's pulling a float and there's lots of blind spots, drivers can't always see the kids that are running out into the street to get candy. So there's plenty of candy. You'll all get candy. Just sit down and wait for it to come to you.
This whole festival was started with kids in mind. Back when the first one happened in 1920, that ended in a parade, a nighttime parade, and then a big bonfire. In fact, right in the parking lot where the chamber office is where that occurred. But it was always about kids. And so, and it's so cool that to this day it's there. But let's keep everybody safe. Halloween parades and Grand Day parades have been a big part of my life from very little all the way to the point where my kids were in play as well.
Well, and last year.
Yeah, last year that's right. I was a grand marshal. I had my parade waved down, and it was a blast.
I tried to give him a crown, but he wouldn't.
No, and thank you for that. It is an honor, especially for an Anoka kid to be able to be there. All right, so Michelle, if there are businesses that want to maybe be a part of these events with some sponsorship opportunities because they know that, hey, they're going to get their name out and do a bunch of places, or we've got somebody out there that wants to volunteer and be a part of this, whether that be a short term or maybe a longer term, how do they get more information and make that happen?
I would say, again, everything's really on our website. We have an email on there for sponsorship, emails for volunteer coordinator. Just shoot someone an email.
All right, her name is Michelle Austin-Dehn. She is with the Anoka Halloween Inc. committee, and they are absolute Anoka rock stars with everything that they do to make an incredible amount of events go as well as they do. And if you are looking for it, AnokaHalloween.org, again, is the place to go. Michelle, hats off to you and all of the crew. You guys do a tremendous job, and I know none of them look for a slap on the back, but it is all well-deserved. You guys are absolute Halloween rock stars.
It's an honor. I mean, it is. It's an honor, and to know that we get to spread joy to that many people is... Not everybody can say that.
No.
Not everybody can say, I put a smile on 100,000 people's faces today.
And you do. All right, when we come back, more on the Chamber Report. Stay tuned.